Situation going on in some of my videos earlier. I've got what I call the swamp going on back here, and we did a little intervention a couple of months ago thinking maybe we fixed it, but apparently we haven't. So let me explain to you what we've done and what I will probably do later on, maybe this weekend if the weather's better, to get this situation under wraps. Just want to let y'all know that the ladies and gentlemen, Ruru and the ladies, they are fine. They've got space further back into the coop, as you can tell, and under the coop and in the coop where, you know, they can get out of this swamp that I call it. But for some reason, they like to stand in it too, so it's not taking a toll on them, but I would like to clear this up. We had put some pebbles right here where these two ladies are standing. In the doorway, thinking maybe that it would filter through the pebbles and drain on down. But the pebbles that we use is the same as we used on the walk here. But I think that kind of made it worse. And so what we did originally, this is the side of the house, and we got a gutter coming down right here. And so we laid this black piping on top, and we ran it all the way across. I've got it kind of covered up with these rocks. We laid it on top of the ground here, and we swung it around the house here. And then once we got it around the house, we connected it to this gutter, and we buried it into the ground, and we came out, brought it out here, and we have a drain off right here. Let me see if I can get this rock up to show you. So we've got a drain off right there where the water can kind of run down the hill. So we did that situation first because on one side of the house, they had the gutters into the ground and had the water going under the ground and draining off down the hill. But in this situation, on this side of the house, they didn't have that going on. So we was figuring, well, maybe, you know, we're getting too much rainwater on this side of the house. So we did that, and of course it was a little bit warmer weather, and you know, it wasn't so wet and rainy and snow and everything else going on. And so we thought we had fixed. Well, as we got into, you know, the winter time and it's starting to rain and we're starting to get our snow season in. We usually get our snow seasons in around the end of January to the beginning of February. We have been known to get snow sometime in March and April, but we've gotten this swamp issue going on, so we got to take care of it. So what my plans are, and I'm going to show you. We picked up 100 feet worth of irrigation pipe, and if you can tell, there's slits in the pipe that allows the rainwater to go into the pipe and flow out of the pipe and drain on down the hill. We're going to start digging a trench right here where that umbrella stand is, and we're going to bring it on up and around the bend. When we first moved here, this hill right here was pretty mounded up. It has eroded though over time a great deal, and so we're thinking that the water that's draining off of this is coming on down into the coop. And even though we fixed the problem of the house and it did help some, we still have the issue of the water coming off the hill, or that's what we're thinking that it's doing. So if we get that done, they'll have a drier coop. So we're hoping. Here's little man right here. My boys like to call him Little Man. His name is Sully. That's the one that was barking in the video the other day. He sounds so vicious, don't he? And here is my other loves. There's Lily, my French Bulldog. That's the one you hear tap dancing in the background most of the time. And Sammy decided to join us as well. And here's Twilight. If I could get her. With Sully's done caught up with her. Where is she going? There she goes. That's Twilight. Here's Little Man. Hey, Little Man. Hey, sweet love. These are my other children of the house. I've got 2 more that are in the house. They decided not to come out. It's a little too cold for them today. I just thought I'd introduce y'all to them. Y'all always hear them barking, or Lily, I call her the tap dancing dog because she sounds like she's tap dancing on the floors inside. So I figured I'd introduce them to y'all so y'all know who's all making that ruckus back in the background. Well, guys, I had went inside for a little bit to do a few things. And right now it's like 28 degrees outside. And I figured that it would be best to go ahead and try to dig part of that trench out today, because I was looking at the weather for next week and they're calling for a ton of rain, and they're calling for some ice and some snow. And right now, you know, my little loves and my little Ruru, they've got plenty of room in the coop to get away from that water, but I feel like as the week goes on, it might flood it worse. And I'm just concerned, really concerned and worried that they won't have any room other than being in the coop to get out of that water being pulled up. So we're gonna go in here to the shop. I thought maybe we weren't gonna be able to get in the shop there for a minute. The doors were froze. And I'm going to get me a hoe and a mallet out and get to digging that trench. So my hubby just got home and he's gonna help me finish up. We're gonna try to get it to at least to the end right here where the flower bed starts. I dug right much. He doesn't have much more to go. I probably dug about half of it. What do you think, honey?
Yeah, it looks like.
About half of it. So I dug about half of it, so he's going to try to get it done with the post hole diggers. He thought that that would probably be a little bit easier. And I guess that makes sense because I was digging with the mallet and then having to take all the dirt and kick it to the side with the hoe. But with a post hole digger, you can dig it up and set the dirt to the side and you don't have to stop. Jason doesn't know his own strength. Y'all check it out. He done cracked the pickaxe. I don't know why I was calling this a mallet earlier. It's a pickaxe. So, all we had left was the mallet. That's the mallet. And he's having to use that to break up the roots. And then he comes in with the post hole digger. So guys, we are almost done. We got the ditch dug and getting ready to put the drainage pipe in. It's getting dark on us, so I'm not going to be able to record anymore. But we'll show you the finished product on another day when it's raining, and hopefully, cross your fingers, it will work. Till next time. So we've done cleaned up from digging the trench out there, and we're getting ready to make some, what are we making, honey?
Some Reubens.
Reubens. And we're gonna use my sauerkraut that I made. It's easy peasy, simple. You just toast the bread in the oven with the rye bread. You use rye bread. You can use sourdough if you like. And you can toast your bread in the oven, but we're cheating tonight. We're doing it in the toaster. We just have to toast it on one side and then flip it onto the other side and toast it. And then you put your Thousand Islands and your sauerkraut and some corned beef. That's what he's got in the plate there. And there you go. Reubens special. Y'all have a good night.